Everyone, welcome back to my third YouTube video. Today we're going to be discussing the different types of stock market sectors and how these can be important when choosing what stocks to invest in. So there's pretty much 11 super popular sectors in the stock market. So your first sector in the stock market is going to be your energy sector. Now, the energy sectors kind of covers all companies that do business in either oil, natural gas, coal, ethanol, any of that. It also can include businesses that provide equipment, materials, and other things like that to these natural gas and oil companies. However, as of now, this sector doesn't include renewable energy companies. So that's that for energy. Now, material sector, this is going to be companies that provide like goods for manufacturing, for construction materials, chemicals, containers, packaging, things like that can help companies that work in like the sectors where you need a lot of construction things, chemicals, and even can help with mining and companies that specialize in maybe like paper products, things like that. Your industrial sector, this is one of the like widest range of sectors. Generally it's like super heavy equipment. So a lot of transportation stocks, which we'll get into later, is like airlines, railroads, things like that. Those are like found in this industrial industry. But even wider than that, it also includes things like aerospace, defense, so defense of countries, construction, and even engineering. So this sector super wide. Then you have your utility sector, which is anything really to do with electrical power to anyone, could be residential, could be commercial, water, things like that, anything that like your average house or company is going to need to keep going. It also includes renewable electricity, which is interesting, and it doesn't really fit in this sector, but that's where it's put. You then have your healthcare sectors, which is mostly like pharmaceuticals and biotechnologies. And then I guess people who supply these companies also would fall in here. Your financial sector is going to be the companies that handle money, your banks, your insurances, your brokerages, and even real estate companies. The seventh would be the consumer discretionary sector. This sector is pretty much covers all goods that your average consumer is gonna need. It can be anything from a car company to smaller leisure companies. So that's interesting. This is also where Amazon falls under, because they sell things from upwards of 7-digit products to a book that someone wants. So that's why that's consumer discretionary. Your consumer staples sector is going to be goods and services that consumers are going to need no matter how much they make. So in the consumer discretionary, that's kind of a wider range, because a car, someone who's super rich can afford a super expensive car, or someone who can't afford a super expensive car may not be able to afford a car. But this consumer staple sector, this is going to be things that people like need, like beverages, food, your tobacco industries. And then your information technology sector is going to be companies that are kind of moving towards innovation of technology. So like your Apple, your Microsoft, your communication services. This is one of a newer sector, and it's a lot of it is about telecommunication, like Facebook and Google. And then finally, you have your real estate sector, which is, you know, has stocks that are, can be like a stock that is growing their real estate and building a bunch of houses. And then you also have investment trusts, which would be like something like a stock that you put your money in, and then as the real estate market changes, you'd get money or lose money depending on how the industry is doing. So the importance of this is because sectors can help you choose what stocks you want to invest in. So the reason I have this wind turbine up here and solar is because many people believe that solar renewable energy is the future. So the best way to start investing would be to start investing in things that you believe over the next 10 years are going to grow exponentially and will make you your money back. You also don't want to invest in companies that already had their growth, they're overvalued. You don't want something like that where you're going to lose your money. So sectors, if you believe strongly in renewable energy, then you might want to focus on the utilities. Or if you're you believe strongly that the real estate is going to continue to boom, then you'd want to invest in the real estate sector, things like that. So here's another lesson intro video worksheet review and then questions. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like.